Alrighty, welcome gentle gamer. So I have managed to save up 9,800 coins. I've been spending way too many gems on these drafts, but you know Ravnica and the core sets drafts aren't going to be around forever, so I thought I'd give them a shot. I'm going to take one more try at this Premier Draft core sets. We'll see how I do. I had a pretty rough one last time when I picked a Vevictus Asmodi, and I just couldn't resist, playing that bomb rare. But it's a 3-color deck, and I kept not having the mana that I needed. So even though I won one game where I got to deliver 16 damage using a double strike spell and a couple of +1/+1 counters, I ended up losing 3 quick games in a row after that to get eliminated. It was sad. You can see it on my channel. Just watch the first one if you don't want to see my crushing defeat. But the first one was pretty exciting. How often do you get to see somebody deliver 16 damage with a single creature attack? In limited. I also had a fun one where I dealt 13 damage with an amplifier in one attack. Sarkhan's Unsealing. Well, let's see what that does. When you cast a creature spell with 4, 5, or 6 power, it deals 4 damage to any target. 7 or greater, and it's a board wipe. Well, that incentivizes me to play lots of creature spells with high power. Hopefully I'll have some way of ramping my mana up to that. It's an interesting choice for a rare red enchantment. Where's my owlbear? Arcades the Strategist. Played plenty of gnarly games against that guy. They recommend I take the Boggart Brute. Although I love the Gutter Snipe too. He's only 3/2 with Menace, but he fits into the curve pretty well. Gutter Snipe's pretty cool though if it ends up being a spell slinging deck. I feel like I like the Gutter Snipe a little bit more. Maybe I'll be making a historic deck where I need 4 of them. I think I want Catalyst Elemental here. What do they recommend in, whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. And to hit, they recommend the Timber Gorge, huh? Well, I think Catalyst Elemental is going to be cool if I'm going to be casting such big creatures. Good to have a little bit of ramp. Act of Treason's real good. Volley Veteran. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of goblins. Act of Treason can be a good just surprise I win the game all of a sudden. Havoc Devils. That's the number of, that's a Jam-Day tome, but different costed. Arcane Encyclopedia, kind of a cool card. But I want creatures with 4 damage to go with my Sarkhan's Unsealing. Oof. The Arcane Encyclopedia does seem kind of cool, though. That would have been great with my Lich deck. Put my Phylactery on that. I know they like the Boggart Brute. Oh, I like the Viashino Pyromancer, though. I'm just going to be punishing my opponent with little blows. How do you blink this guy? Act of Treason can remove a blocker. When I'm attacking with my 4+ power creatures, I'm going to want to remove one blocker as a surprise. Or so goes my thinking, but leave a comment if I do my best to talk about talk about how I'm thinking about this stuff. But do give me corrections if if I tell you I'm thinking according to some principle and it turns out my principle is flawed or there's some different math I should be considering, do correct me on that. I'm still relearning how to play the modern game. I'm not really familiar with these formats and environments and metas and card lists and everything. Kind of fun to have, Gutter Snipe is a goblin. I guess that would have had some synergy with that other goblin who does something for every goblin. Leave me a comment if you're also drafting core set. Tell me how it's going. Link me to your video. I'd love to see you get 7 wins. Or 1 win, which is what you often watch me doing. Tormenting Voice is a kind of a cool card. Life Gain Black White. Nightmare's Thirst would be good for that. So far I've just been feeling like I'm getting a lot of good stuff in red. Maybe I'll just stay in red for a spell here. Gutter Snipe does give me the option of playing that spell slinging blue-red sort of a deck. I may have passed up some good blue stuff. But the time I won that Midnight Hunt draft challenge, it was with a mono red deck. Maybe that's just an archetype that I know well. Kind of reminds me of old school Magic, the old school burn sort of deck. Whew. Go with the double land here? What's a Shield Mare? Gain life. I don't know if I'm going to want to use Smelt to destroy target artifact. I just don't know if there's enough artifacts out there. But what the heck, I'll grab it. You don't really use your sideboard in a Premier draft, because you're doing the best of 1 format. If it was a traditional draft, I might throw Smelt in my sideboard, and when my opponent's using a Lich with a Phylactery, I destroy their Lich with the Smelt. But that would only be in games 2 and 3. Alrighty, well now I gotta do something that's not in red. Salvager of Secrets might be good. Ghost form, though, that would really meet the Tolarian Scholar. Well, I'd want him for a wizard deck anyway. Do I have one already? I don't. Totally Lost is a cool one, but why not have a couple of Catalyst Elementals? Dagger Sail Aeronaut has flying on my turn, but it's not 4. Keldon Raider is 4. Each player can't cast more than 1. Oh, Leyline of Anticipation. You can cast spells as though they had flash. Huh. Well, that's such a neat rare, but I don't know if it works in my deck. This guy does. Leave me a comment if you think I'm a fool for for passing the Leyline of Anticipation. Tell me why. Tell me what I'm holding in my draft picks already would work with it. What sorceries do I have? Act of Treason I could be using as an instant. That would be cool. Goblin Ringleader. So far I just have the one goblin, right? The Gutter Snipe. Scorched Spitter could be good for my curve. Unsummon's just an all-around kind of awesome card. In my opinion. Although, when I got red, you'd expect me to have more creature removal. I don't know if I can justify Sarkhan's Unsealing with only a Fire Elemental, a Havoc Devils, and a Keldon. Well, I guess we got enough for 4. That's got a couple creatures with 4 power that are only 4 drops. And then we got a 5 drop. Am I gonna have a 7 power creature? Is this stuff good enough to keep me in blue? I mean, ghost form, keeping a couple creatures from blocking when I got big stuff. Don't like the manifold key if I'm not doing... oh, but Spectral Sailor is a pirate. He flies, he flashes, he draws cards. It's not that expensive to draw a card with him. Yeah, I guess we're in blue-red. This is evolving to be a deck type that I can understand, maybe make good choices about. If you think there's some twist or turn I could have taken in the drafts that would have put me in a different color set based on the cards I've seen so far, you know, well, leave a comment, let me know. What mistakes am I making in my draft choices? And which of these cards should I be pulling out of the deck? Crash Through could be good for a big finish with these big creatures. Another Act of Treason sounds nice. Pattern Matcher searches for a duplicate creature. That could be cool. I do have 2 Catalyst Elementals, but I don't have enough doubles. Act of Treason. Oh, we got one from 19 and we got one from 20. That's why they're taking up a different space. And, you know, the Gutter Snipe will add 2 damage to each of those Acts of Treason. Or add 2 damage to the Tectonic Rift. It'd be great to pull another Gutter Snipe. Starfield Mystic. Enchantments matter. Moldavine Reclamation. Oh, another Keldon Raider, I guess. Life Gain Land and the Bloodfell Caves. But no, I want my 4 creatures to go with this rare that I pulled. Would you start with a first pick Sarkhan's Unsealing and structure your deck around it? Maybe you wouldn't. Leave me a comment, let me know. I haven't even looked up this card. I'm not familiar with its reputation in Limited. Let alone the strange 3-set limited format we have in the core set mixer. Now, Winged Words is cheaper if I control a creature with flying. I draw 2 cards. How many flyers do I have? I got that Spectral. I like draw spells. Elementals. How many elementals do I even have? Elemental Shaman? Oh, Catalyst Elemental. Well, there's some synergy, or do I want to... Oh, that's interesting. Salvager of Ruin. I'd rather have that than Lavacan Brawler, because my 4 drops are filled. Well, we got an Elementals Matter thing going here. We got Lavacan Brawler, we got Catalyst Elemental. I thought I pulled 2 Lavacan Brawlers, I'm confused. Oh, I pulled the Salvager of Ruin, didn't I? Well, there's that Leyline of Anticipation. That's pretty cool to wheel such a rare. What other sorceries am I using? Tormenting Voice is a sorcery. Do I want the Brawler or the Ringleader here? Don't have a lot of goblins. Elementals matter. Still might just take blue all the way out. Stone Golem, Reckless Airstrike, it's a sorcery. Looking for more big creatures to synergize with Sarkhan's Unsealing, because that 4 damage is pretty nasty, and 4 damage and wipe the creatures and planeswalkers, that's just amazing. If only I could draw a 7 power creature. Salvager of Ruin seems cooler than the Pattern Matcher. Moldravine Reclamation is a collection pick, I think. Yeah, I don't have one of those. It'd be good in a that kind of a deck. Pulse of Murasa. Another collection pick. Mangara the Diplomat. Oh, I like the Palladium Mirror. That's a good one for ramping up to those big creatures. What about a Chrome Replicator? That would be an interesting synergy with that Copier dude, but I don't think that Copier dude... I didn't grab it. Moldravine Reclamation. That would go well in my Dina deck. Or is it too expensive? Leave me a comment if you think that Moldravine Reclamation is still a good enchantment to play in a Dina type of deck. If I'm doing an aristocrat sort of a build. Quirion Dryad. Thrill of Possibility? Oof. Which of these do I not have that I might want for my collection? Maybe the rare Ruined Halo? Protection from a single card. That could be cool in a commander deck. I do like bird warriors. I might want to make a bird tribal sometime. I don't think I'll need another crash through, will I? What else is good for my collection? Let me know what card you would have pulled for your collection. Do I want a counterspell? I'm playing blue-red maybe? Counterspells are good. Lofty Denial is cool. Unsubstantiate. Target spell or creature to its owner's hand. Oof. I guess Unsubstantiate works a little better. Sanctum of All. It's a shrine enchantment. Claim Guild Master. Burn Bright, maybe? Trandra's Magmut, I can see that being really annoying. Pitchburn Devils deals 3 when it dies. Shipwreck Dowser, Prowess. Oh, Prowess is cool. Returning an instant is cool. Swiftwater Cliffs would be cool too. Teferi's Ageless Insight. Oh, how much draw am I going to be getting? Is that a collection pick? Frantic Inventory? Riddle Form? I guess I'll just take Teferi's for the collection. So I really don't have much that's going to let me draw cards. Leyline of Anticipation too. I don't know if it's really worth it to cast my... It's as if they had Sanctum of Calm Waters. You may draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. Maybe I am going to include that Teferi thing. Do I have more draw a card? Here's Opt. Got Winged Words for draw. Spectral Sailor has draw. Opt has draw. Crash Through has draw. Tormenting Voice helps me draw. Which of these do I not have? What would be a good collection pick? Radiant Fountain. Oh, that's a gain life. That might be good in a gain life sort of a commander deck, like my Dina deck. Could be what sparks off the infinite drain life combo with Exquisite Blood and Dina. Yes, I am mean enough to play that on Arena. I like having the Sarkhan as my deck illustration. Or what else should I use? Gutter Snipe? Or should I use Teferi's Ageless Insight? Oh, I can't change the, they're just gonna make my deck the first pick, huh? Crash Through is suddenly kind of good, because it, do I want a Prismite for mana fixing? I don't know if that's strictly necessary. There's a collection pick. Already got a Tormod, don't have a Walking Corpse. Maybe I'll want that in a zombie deck someday. And a mountain. Well, do we have a deck here? So they recommend I pitch one of the Catalyst Elementals, huh? Prismite's gotta go. One of the Act of Treason should go. I don't know about that. I think I like Act of Treason. Do we just have so much in that slot? Ghost Form should go, huh? One of the Crash Through should go. Tolarian Scholar, I already pulled out. Tectonic Rift, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Reckless Airstrike. Where's Reckless Airstrike? Did I already pull it? I already pulled that out. The Viashino Pyromancer. I've got too much in the 2-drop slot. Feel like maybe not. Well, not sure what else to pull here. Salvager of Ruin, take them both out, huh? I guess I can make sense of pulling one of the Active Trees, and I wouldn't want to have two in my hand in my opening draw. Alright, we got ourselves a weird little red-blue deck here. Can I call it an Izzet deck? I don't really have any Izzet things. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching the draft. I'm going to stop this video and start a new one, make sure I'm recording okay. Catch you in part 2.